Hey, it's a funny, witty, pre-recorded intro that we wrote.
Yeah.
Live from the great outdoors. It's Mob Rules.
Mob Rules Studio P.
Studio P for patio, where Dave and I can very responsibly be 6 feet apart. As we try and navigate through the fun, which we'll be talking about a little later. As I'm trying here to dial in Danny, what have you been up to, Dave? How you doing?
Oh, man. I've been reading The Tomb that is Wrath and Glory.
Oh, second edition. Yeah.
T-O-M-E, not with the B.
T-O-M. Oh, okay. So for some reason when you were starting, I was like, wait, are you spelling Tom? Because I don't get it if you're spelling Tom.
I'm spelling Tom. That's what it is. Yeah. No, I've been trying to decipher it. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. On the negative side, it is written terribly. They should have looked at they should have given them a 40K 8th edition rulebook and said, okay, so this is how much you need for the rules and how to actually play the game.
Sort of written kind of like 8th edition fantasy was.
I don't think that was a thing, was it?
No. No, not anymore.
Hashtag square bases. Yeah. No, I've been doing that. I finished up my... Can I just say, I love this, the
I was going to say,
music.
that's why I waited to dial Danny in until we were actually recording, because how quality the dial-in music is. And also so we can shame him if he doesn't pick up.
Right. Which he's not going to do, apparently.
No, yeah, apparently not. All right.
Mob Rules.
Yeah, Mob Rules. So yeah, well, what else have you been up to? Keep talking. Wrath and Glory.
So I finished up the 100 Space Marine chapter.
Oh yeah, you got a part
minute.
of that challenge. I was like, well, that looks really interesting, but knowing my luck, I would go like Howling Griffins, which is something I do not have the attention for.
The first guy that got Howling Griffins was in fact like, I'm just not going to have time for this. And I was like, coward.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Hey, we already started recording.
Yeah, we're rolling without you.
We're rolling.
But we decided that was boring, so we needed you.
Speaker off. Wait a second.
Oh, no. In hindsight, John, we probably should have called him before we started recording.
Heck no.
Yeah. That's
Heck
fair.
no. Why would we do that?
That's fair. I'm going to just play with my mic stand for a minute.
Oh, it's because it was going through my phone. Oh, hello?
Hey.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Hey,
So
there
when
it
I
is.
originally answered it on my phone, it played through my phone, which meant you were very unhearable.
Like usual.
Yeah. We already started, by the way, because we had such a great, well-written intro that we wanted to do. So
Yeah.
we were like, we got to do this now before we forget it.
We forgot to write a part for you, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that classic Danny answer.
I don't have time to you know what? I don't have time to tell you right now how wrong you are. You know what? It's going to bother me if I don't.
Yeah. I'm turning that picture of you into a meme, Danny, by the way, that's going to go like around the Comp 40K community.
I've saved it, and I've used it in a couple different places already.
Just visit Comp 40K like once. You'll be able to use it like 30 times in one thread. No, Dave was telling us about his experience with the Wrath and Glory, kind of a little overview of him.
Just the rule book
Just
itself.
reading the rule book and saying it wasn't very well written.
There's a lot of look here, reference here, come back here, reference here, come back here. It's
And that's just from his wife in bed.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's the best laid out rule book that I've ever used. I'll say that for sure.
And then bear in mind, this is their second attempt at it.
Yeah.
I know they really are. They're trying really hard.
Oh, for sure.
But, yeah, no. And other than that, I did the 100 chapter, Danny. I finished him up. The rule it was supposed to be. So the point of it was supposed to be an exercise in freehand, actually, and so I had to.
And how'd that work out for you?
I freehanded like 52 fists before I settled on the proper one.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, man. So you painted 52 shoulder pads.
No, I just painted over it and started again. So it's really
So
thick. Like
you
that guy.
have like one well-painted Space Marine with like a 3-inch shoulder pad.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you, it's a lieutenant, and Zora counts from the model.
Yeah. It's fine.
That seems legit.
Yeah.
But those are going into a charity auction. They're all being sent off to one of the hosts of, I want to say Forge the Narrative, but I don't think that's actually it. It's something with Forge and narrative in the title for a podcast. Adam Fassholt, who's...
It's like Forge Your Narrative.
Yeah, something like that.
Forge their narrative.
Forge my narrative.
But yeah.
It's a really shitty 40K show hosted by Exhibit.
Where's the trombone button?
Oh, I don't know. We're like I said, we're outside right now, so the sun has actually bleached out the color of my button, so I have no idea what's what.
I'm very disappointed I'm not there.
Oh.
And yeah, apparently my prayers to the dark gods got John's article posted.
Oh yeah. Apparently crying about your shitty article not getting posted actually gets it up there after 2 weeks, after they had to do major edits.
I thought it was fine,
Danny, you were saying?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I said, well, I mean, they had to edit it for content and duration. So,
because what I gave them was like a 1,500-word soliloquy to Snotling Fling and Doom Wheel.
Yeah, both of which are
and they were
unavailable.
Like, nope, hard no.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
It was nice. I didn't get any "fuck you" comments on the site. That's always nice when you write a Warhammer community article like that.
Oh, yeah.
We went through the comments to see like, hey, I want to tell you how wrong you are.
How dare you?
Oh, and there were many people telling me that.
Yeah. They'll look up and scream you're wrong, and I'll look down and whisper, okay.
Yeah, no, that's... and I picked up some Alaris Terminators from Danny, and I also picked up some Sisters of Silence, which are all built at this point and awaiting some sort of paint.
Oh, look at you
Nice.
show off.
But I've been lazy. Well, for a guy that's not playing Custodes, I've made a lot of strides.
I think at this point you're locked into playing Custodes just because your last month of painting has been purely Custodes and one Marine.
Yeah, probably.
Well, it's been equal Marines and Custodes.
That you know of.
I mean, we're both technically correct. One of us sounds better.
Yeah. No, I'm like 90% done with the Chaos Army, so that's why you haven't seen me painting it.
Hey, boys. Speaking about that, what are your thoughts on the completely in theme and well characterized Custodes versus Space Marine short story where the Custode
Oh my god,
kills a bunch of Space Marines because he's a Custode?
Well, as a lover of Primaris, it hurt me a little bit to see Primaris being so unjustly accused and murdered. But as
Treated
a
like a
lover
little
of
bitch.
Custodes, it was pretty badass.
Pretty badass. Danny, what do you think about it?
Yeah.
Quality.
Not great.
I mean, the whole story itself wasn't good, so there's that.
But it's feasible that a Custode for no reason would just murder fuck a Space Marine.
Well, he wouldn't fuck him. Neither of them have genitals.
False. Custodes
Oh my god. Don't do that.
Custodes have like a 12-inch dick. It's
Yeah, dude.
It's the
They were
15th gene
gene
seed.
forged by the Emperor.
Gene forged ball sacks.
I can't wait to see the newest issue on Pornhub of being just 72 names for the porn star.
Right. Now I got to call this episode Gene Wrought ball sacks.
Gene Wrought ball sack.
Yeah. The scrotal implant.
Oh, amazing.
You got a 50% shot of for hire to knock up the
Lorman's glands.
Semen so reinforced it just shoots out the head.
It's the last.
It's a modified
line of defense.
Belcher's gland.
Rapid fire too.
Yikes. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. What about you, Danny?
Yeah, what have you been up to, Danny?
So I've been building a lot of models.
Do you still actually have a lot of models?
What's that?
Do you still actually have a lot of models? I mean,
Oh, dude, I've got so many still. I could build for another month. Easy.
Well, guess what? You're going to get another month.
Yeah, probably. Let's see here. So I built right now on my build desk. I've got some inceptors and a couple of impulsors, another sister hospitaler. I've got I bought 3. There was a guy who was selling some grav tanks for a pretty good deal, so I got a couple of I got 3 fire prisms or night spinners. They're going to be night spinners. I already have 3 fire prisms. And then so I've got that stuff to build. I really want to build some inceptors. I just built 5 Flamestorm aggressors for my Iron Hands army, so that I can run them as salamanders when I desire.
Oh, yeah, I like that. So you're
Okay.
keeping all your shit painted the same, but playing whatever codex suits you. I like it.
Sounds familiar.
Well, yeah, but my guys will be painted in a real scheme instead of one that I just made up, and not the purple ponies.
I don't know why you're making fun of. Yeah, purple also hits John.
Wait, that hits me too. Fuck you.
No.
That was a broad
purple
stroke dick
ponies.
slap.
Well, you know,
Purple stallions, sir.
not
See
Dave. Dave's are the ponies.
They're gene wrought ponies.
Gene Rod ponies. Oh man. So yeah, I've been playing some Tabletop Simulator.
Oh, yeah.
Doing
I watched
an
you.
RTT. Oh yeah, you did for like 2
Danny,
minutes.
I have not been watching you. You were
That's
quite safe from me.
No, I actually watched more when I got home this evening, Danny, while you were still playing the game.
Yeah,
Oh really?
I've been watching you. Also, I saw you play Tabletop Simulator.
I've been watching you from afar, Danny.
What's that song by Hall & Oates? Is it Hall & Oates? Private Eyes?
No, I have no idea. I wasn't alive in the 60s.
I think that's the name of your chapter master for your purple ponies.
Oh, yes.
Hall & Oates.
Holland.
Holland
Oh,
Oates.
he's hauling oats for the rest of the ponies.
Oh, shit.
All
No,
right.
well, now I know my character
So-
name.
Shouldn't have. Oh, God.
So I played 2 games in the RTT so far. First game I played against Dylan and his Eldar, and I almost quit right after turn 1 because I had like the worst turn 1 I could possibly have, pretty much, which was the big sad.
Very smooth.
and then-
you have better turn ones.
Yeah. So, but I don't like to quit on turn 1. It was 7-1 after the first turn.
Ooh, that's a big turn. Jesus.
Yeah.
Didn't you end up only losing like 17 or 17-15 or something like that, though?
I think it was.
Score?
I think it was 19-15 on turn 3. Basically, I told him, I'm like, yeah, I'm really thinking about quitting. He's like, oh man, you shouldn't quit. We should. I mean, you could definitely come back. You could definitely come back. And I'm like, I just don't know if it's just a waste of time. I said, well, how about this? If I'm still behind by turn 3, well, I'll just concede in your favor. And he's like, okay, that seems fair. So we played some more. I think I widened the gap. I also
Giggity.
did a move. Yeah, I did a move where I think I denied him 3 points on a secondary by killing his postman after it only scored one objective. So I think if I would have kept playing, I think I would have done pretty good because I think I could still score all of my secondaries. And I had a 5-point turn for primary on turn 3. So I still think I was in the game, but I did say that if I was behind, that I would concede, and that's fine. So I might have been able to turn around, but it would have been a close game at the end. So I lost the first game to Eldar, and then I just got done playing a game against Trent and his Raven Guard. My first game was against Dylan. Dylan was a great guy. Trent was an amazing opponent.
Yeah.
What a super nice guy.
Yeah, that's the game. I mean, the one that you just played, that you just got done playing, that was the one that I was watching for most of the afternoon when my boss wasn't looking.
Sure.
And yeah, from what I can gather, you guys were having just a fun time game.
Yeah, it was really awesome. It was against Raven Guard. Well, it was Raptors, so they're Raven Guard successor.
Right, sure.
I think I did pretty good. I think maybe some of his stratagem choices were less good, and if he would have kept some points in stratagems, I think I would have not have like Rick rolled him on turn like 3 super hard. Because basically after the end of that turn, he had a 5-man infiltrator squad, a jump pack chaplain, and like 7 sniper scouts and like 2 centurion devastators against like probably over 1,000, probably like 1,200 points in my army or something like that. So it would have been really brutal. I still had a lot of really good combat units and things like that could have messed him up.
Right.
So definitely got to see the full potential of the Repentia of that game. They did amazing. Whatever they touched just like disintegrated and died. So that was pretty cool.
Did it touch a Warlord Titan?
Not yet, but it's something I'd like to try. I think they could kill one in one round if I got into melee with all 9 of them, and I had all the buffs up. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look. I think they do 70 wounds to a knight. Jesus.
Okay, I was gonna be like, yeah, I said a Warlord Titan, Danny, and then you're like, yeah, it does like all of the wounds. I'm like, fuck. Okay.
Well, because like you can make them strength 8, and you can make them +1 to wound, and they're AP -4, and they do 2 flat damage, and they have like 4 attacks each. So 9 of them fully buffed have like 30 attacks or something like that, or no, 36 attacks. Right? Yeah. And you can give them +1 to hit, that kind of stuff. Thank you. Yes, correct.
You're welcome. Thank you for letting me use my button.
It took him like 30 seconds to find that button.
I had to switch boards. I had to like lean forward like a loser.
Yep.
Hey, so Danny,
like a 1-board loser.
Taunt me. I'll buy a second board. Watch me. So Danny, you mentioned something that like you like the guy had a 7-point turn. What's your biggest like scoring turn been?
I've gotten 10 points in one turn before.
In Tabletop Simulator?
No, just in general.
Oh, in general?
Yeah.
No, just in ITC.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Dave? What's your biggest turn?
I think my biggest turn was actually 7.
Because
1, 2, 3, maybe 8. Like if I score 1 of each secondary, and this was before this previous season, so
yeah, I think I got an 11-point turn once. Because you got
that sounds right. I mean, you can do it. It's pretty.
Kill more, hold more, kill 1, hold 1, slay the warlord, first blood, recon. Yeah, I got up there. It was pretty good. Fun times. So what else have you been up to, Danny?
That's about it, really.
I mean,
just trying to work and make sense of this topsy-turvy new world.
Man, isn't it great? New World Order.
It's a thing.
I mean,
nobody could see it, but I totally just did the Generation X hip thrust.
He did. Now he's on the ground in a lot of pain.
Somebody said the doctor.
Oh man, yeah, it's weird. For me, I haven't really been up to much 40K wise. I've been essential at work a lot.
It's not true. You set up this patio.
I did reset up my beautiful patio that I'm very happy about.
I saw the pictures. I'm very jealous.
Yeah, it'll still be there, and it's actually
it'll be here 2 weeks from now.
It's actually a very nice recording environment. So, yeah, just as a heads up.
Oh, you mean ever since they rerouted the planes like they were supposed to?
Oh, you mean since people stopped flying?
Yeah. Or that.
there's some benefits to it. But no, I did a little organizing of my hobby stuff. That was super nice. Added some more paint to some baby knights. I cracked open my Chaos Codex again, actually. It's the first time I looked at a book in like a month and just started flipping through there and seeing what kind of weird shit I want to spam this time. Because that's how I do, apparently, is I just latch onto one weird-ass thing and just spam the heck out of it.
I put the Chaos Codex away and started flipping through the Custodes book.
Yeah, you're definitely going to start Custodes list this time when we can play again.
Very well, yeah.
But no, I'm looking at I've been talking it over with another local player, but the idea of Noise Marines and a Spartan.
Okay.
And
cool.
some Lucius. I think we were like theory crafting in this list, and he posted one, and it was like, oh, I own every single model. I can do that one. So it's like 40 Noise Marines with Blast Masters and stuff, and Lucius and some drop Terminators, and it's the control is really nice, and you can kind of you're going to lose one Noise Marine unit turn 1 because it's out
Right.
there. The other one's going to be in a Spartan, so likely they'll get to shoot turn 2 when they jump out.
Well, obviously you need 2 Spartans then. I mean,
It's just
Come on.
basic math at that
That's
point.
obvious.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's
Obvious.
obvious.
Just free up another 500 points of a list. And I've been really looking at Death Guard again and kind of figuring out what I want to do with them, because at some point in this new millennia we're going to get the new book with Death Guard stuff, and
War,
it was some
War of the
stratagems.
Spider, right?
War of the Spider, yeah.
That's like 6 months out.
Yeah. And for all of you AdMech players and
Months out.
for all you AdMech and Night players who are bitching that you're not getting anything, my Death Guard book is literally as old as the edition and has received nothing. So I would like now, please.
Yeah,
That was-
I hear you there.
John, that was the best. That was the best angry thump on something that nobody could see and only I could hear.
There we go.
close
That's baby's board will edit that out, but that was a noise of it. But yeah, it was an angry thump. So I'm really excited for Death Guard coming out of that. A couple of things. This guy Innes made the Comp 40K worst units in a codex thing, which is just making me very angry.
Well, that started just from like a general conversation in a different Discord.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Yeah.
I could do this. And people were like, do what? And the next thing you know, it popped up.
Mutilators are still there. Mutilators aren't bad. They're not. They're far from the worst
Yeah,
unit.
seriously, how did those make the final 4?
How many times have we talked about this particular thing? As every bracket happens, people are voting for what they don't see on the table.
Right.
Because they don't actually know. Because 90% of the people that play that are in Comp 40K do not actually play Comp 40K. But
Right.
they want to think they do. So
What's funny is I started defending it because it's like one of the few units I've run it like a bunch now. It's one of the few units I'm going to be like, I don't have time to tell you how wrong you are. And no, actually, it's going to really bug me if I don't tell you. But like one of the things the guy was like, yeah, like that's the easiest Marine comparison for it as an aggressor, and it's just way worse than an aggressor. And like, well, one, yeah, it's worse than an aggressor. 2, it is nothing like an aggressor. That's not a viable
Why would
thing.
you even compare those things?
Yeah.
What the shit?
So it's like, yeah, because it's the closest thing to a mutilator. I'm guessing because it's an ugly model. I don't know, but it's just, yeah.
I'm just, yeah.
It wrinkles my brain, boys. It makes me really think.
And then there's Kroot on the other side.
There's
right?
Kroot on the other side, which after their psychic awakening have some good stratagems and have some play. Again, it's just a combination of people who either don't know what the unit is, haven't seen it on the table, or listened to stuff from like 2 editions ago.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's, yeah. But who's in the final 4 right now? It was an Obelisk versus Mutilators.
The Obelisk is actually bad.
But exactly.
I think it's Kroot versus Mutilators.
No, Mutilators versus Obelisk. Kroot is on the same side
okay.
as. Oh shoot, I can't remember what.
It was the Inquisition one, wasn't it? No, it wasn't the Inquisition one. I forgot.
Was it something from the Skitarii?
I don't know. But no. But yeah, it was the Kroot.
Either way, Kroot's going to go because we can't even remember the name of the other ones. So.
Yeah. But it's bizarre what people consider bad, but at the same time, it's like incited all of this conversation, being like, you can't even defend Mutilators, and they're like, yeah, this is terrible, and I'm like, it's they're not bad, and it really goes to show this thing of like the way of thinking of things in a vacuum, right? Where it's like, yeah, one Kroot by itself is pretty shitty, or like same thing with the Mutilators. If you don't look at like Legion traits or stratagems or stuff like that, then yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yeah, people were just starting to figure out like what really worked before everything got shut down. So Mutilators didn't make it,
riding that wave. By the way, the new thing I'm spamming is just close combat weapon armed noise marine squads. Just bolters, bolt pistols, and chainswords.
They have a lot of attacks.
Can they do 70 wounds to a knight?
I mean, if I have 700 of them, yes.
Well, they
can. If they have 70 attacks, they can do 70 wounds to a knight.
I can absolutely roll 73s into 76s. Oh, wait, Death to the False Emperor. 5s.
Nice.
There you go.
That's what saves the day every time. But yeah, outside of that, I did some enemy game stuff, made some alpha peoples, and really outside of that, it's been easy times of the Cornell household right now. Yeah. Well, we're gonna take a break. We'll come back and we're gonna talk about something.
Dude, I'm the best. I took first place at another tournament.
First off, stop with the thunder and lightning. You don't impress me. And second, let me check out the BCP rankings. And I don't see you on there.
What?
Your TO needs to download the Best Coast Pairings app and run events on it. After the event, the results are uploaded into BCP rankings, and the best part, it's easy and free.
But I play multiple game systems.
No big deal. The BCP app can be used for any game. A ton of events every weekend are using it, from major international tournaments to local stores. And now that it's available on Android devices, you're going to have some serious competition.
There can be only one.
BCP Rankings is a fun and exciting way to measure how you or your team stack up. No matter what you play, your score goes to an overall ranking, or compete to be the best in a game, a circuit, a region, or the world.
Download the app or visit www.bestcoastpairings.com for more info.
Best Coast Pairings.
Are you the best?
Hey, I totally just noticed they spliced an edit into that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, because the tempo or the tone and the background pitch on the voice changes and then changes back. You or your team measure up is recorded at a different time. What did they originally say? Why was it about 5G? I don't know.
Oh my God,
man! So what do we want to talk about, boys? Well, actually, with BCP saying that there's hundreds of events every weekend, which was just a great choice of ad for me in this current world climate. Danny, you've taken the dive into something I could never do, and that is Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah,
it's the current cool guy way to play. Tabletop Simulator is like a game on Steam or on PC and Mac, where it's a physics engine pretty much, and you can download various games. Like you can download Uno on it or kind of other games on there too. But a lot of people have been downloading 40K and playing 40K virtually. Now, when I tried to play Titanic on it, which is a very low model count game, I rage quit very quickly. So tell me about your experience now that I have huge bias.
I think it's good for getting a conception of what your army does, but because it's so fiddly to move around 100 models, like it's hard for the list that I'm trying to play on it. And so I wouldn't recommend trying to do that.
You did seem to get a little frustrated at times.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I was watching is because I'm trying to give it another shot, if you will, to try to catch my interest. But after watching you play, I can tell you that my original idea of is still right for me. So
we just need croupiers, socially responsible.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be a replacement for 40K, like it never will be.
Well, unless we never get 40K back.
We're going to get 41K. Oh, Dave's trying to spread a rumor that 40K is canceled.
Well, I'm just in general, the rest of the world's going to die. We're going to slowly have to play TTS till it's just the survivors.
That's part of the 5G conspiracy.
The big tabletop simulator is coming down to force sales.
Yeah, make sure that you guys have to play on TTS.
Hey, we kill 3 billion to make 1 million. Bring it on, boys.
You think that there's enough war gamers that would buy it that they would make $1 million?
Holy shit! Tabletop Simulator is airborne now.
It's what, $10? You think it probably hasn't been bought?
It's 20.
It's 20. It's
20.
It's 10 when you should buy it on sale.
You think that 50,000 people haven't downloaded this game?
So
not fresh right now, but just over the course of it existing, because it's been around for a couple of years.
I would hope so.
50,000?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not. I couldn't imagine. Maybe.
Wow.
All right.
I'd be kind of surprised.
Prepare to blow your mind because I have no idea what the number is.
Yeah, me either.
Let's go to the Google machine, and I can't find anything. Next.
Nope. Nope. Oh, dang. And I can't stretch forward and reach my phone because Danny's on there. So sad.
Sorry, guys.
How dare you?
Fucking checkmate over here.
So it's a little clunky, a little fiddly.
Yeah. It's probably fine if you're like, I could imagine it'd be fine for Titanicus. Like, I'm sure that I would have fun
Clearly
playing
it's
that.
not, because
Playing
John's the most laid back guy, and he, quit after trying it twice.
Yeah,
So.
that's fair. Though I was looking at it
All
for
right.
Malifaux as well.
Oh yeah, it'd probably be fine for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. The card deck might be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably, yeah. The whole physics engine thing is weird. Imagine trying to draw one card and like flip in the deck. Just rage out. So what are some...
Especially all the weird card interactions that go on with Malifaux, I think it'd be hard to play it on there.
Oh man, I will make sure it's impossible. But so you got a couple games in with Tabletop Simulator. So what are some of the things you've learned?
I played 3 total. I played 3 games.
Well, so it's one more than a couple. We apologize for our bad mathing.
Well, no, a couple can be 3 games.
Couple can also be 3 people.
I don't think a couple can be 3. I'm sorry, that would be a thruple.
So
all right, well, whatever. Anyway,
so you played the thruple games. What are some things you've learned along the way?
So make sure you have all your army, like you get it loaded ahead of time and set up so that it's easy to deploy, and kind of your units are together. I think that's a smart move. I think it's a good idea to make sure to look up and download like like some of the different tables that are available. Like you can get tables that are fully set up with terrain and everything already. Like one of the ones that we're using has an ITC score sheet attached to it.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So you can check all the boxes and you can switch back turns. You can even put it on chess clock if you really want to, which is a terrible idea because one of the other things I'd recommend is making sure that you have enough time to play a game.
How long did it?
I would say. So I just played a game from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. and we got through 3 turns. So, but the last few turns would not take as long. Like there was, if we were going to roll out every single thing, like there was maybe like 45 minutes left in the game. But still, 5 hours for a game is a long time for a game of 40K.
Yeah.
I mean, not when you're playing 10,000 points, which is what you guys are playing, right?
This is for a standard 2,000 point game.
I would have.
I mean, the obvious answer.
I would have assumed you were slow playing me.
So now I know to win Tabletop Simulator tournaments, I have to insist on a chess clock and play knights. And then just time your opponent out.
So when you lose with this tactic, what is your next tactic going to be, John?
Take 200 boys and time myself out.
Oh, that's a big brain move right there.
I can't time my opponent out and win. I have to be able to time myself out and win.
That's fair.
Also, I think the arrogance I could show by winning with a timed out chess clock would just chef's kiss. Be fantastic. I can't see you, Danny, but I saw that sigh.
I felt it. Felt it in my heart.
Felt it in my soul.
Hilarious.
So yeah, what are like some of the did you learn any like funky control things like after those 2 games? You're like, oh shit, okay, I could have done this the whole time.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's a ton of little things that you can do. Like if you knock over a model, if you can hit F and it will flip the model up to the top facing direction, which is nice.
Oh, I can imagine being super fucking irritating, moving like a squad of 10 people up and they fall over and shit.
Oh,
right. The other thing is there's a description of the different units that you can create, and so putting the wounds in the description of the model, and then changing it whenever you get hurt is a good way to keep track of your wounds rather than have a dice sitting on a model.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of nice. You can actually, some people will have the entirety of their stat sheet on the little type, on the description. So if you hover over their unit, you can see everything that they do and how many wounds they have left, which is pretty cool.
That's handy as heck, especially with target priority and trying to decide what to shoot at.
Yeah,
for sure. Which is great. There's a couple of things too. Like if you pick up a model and then hold tab, it'll switch it to measure mode, so you can just move. You can pull the model, and it'll measure how far you're moving while you're moving the model, so you can keep track of how much you're actually moving the model, like when you pick it up, which is nice.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of little tricks that you can do to like speed up your gameplay and or have better documentation. I don't know, John, did you play it? When you played it, did you have dice that you just rolled?
We didn't even get that far. So like the tabletop setup we had, which like our friend Josh has played since, he was like, oh yeah, it's really easy to do. But like you had to pull the base for the Titan and the Titan separately, and then you were supposed to lock them together. But of course, I don't need instructions, so I don't know how the heck to lock it. And then it would end up like I was trying to line up my maniple data sheets on the tabletop, but it kept on like condensing them together, so I'd have to click and move and the cards would fall. And I'm sure like there was something really easy I could have done, but at that point I was like, fuck it, I'm done.
Like read the rules and the instructions.
Yeah, I just ended up trying to I figured out where Josh was on his side of the table and threw Titans at him. And he was like, you can't see me here. I was like, I know what I'm doing. It's like take a warlord to the dick. But it's like I know I should go back and do some more. Like it's honestly a little intimidating going into like a full 2,000 point game with a system when like I was struggling with like a single Titan, which is why I'm looking at things like Malifaux. I was looking at Shadespire, but that really sweet new game came out, which is essentially just Shadespire.
Shadespire Online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is that just an application that they have?
Yep, it's just a PC game that has all the same rules and engine as Tabletop Shadespire.
Yep.
Which I'm all about.
Do you know which warbands they have in there?
No, I'm going to double check. It's probably season 1 stuff.
I think it's just the season 1 at this point.
Okay. That's cool.
Go to sell that DLC, yo. But I'll probably pick it up.
I might. I'll probably buy that too. That seems like it would be fun.
Yeah. Because, I like Shadespire. It's just, where does it fit in with all my other games?
Right. Well, when you have so many cool games to play, it's hard to...
Yeah, and it's hard to actually find people to play it up here.
Yeah.
So
real first world problems.
Yeah.
And I know like my first month playing it, I just played the same guy like 10 or 12 times. And like he was a great guy, and it's all well and good, but like when you look over and see your friends playing games of 40K and you're like playing the same dude for the 12th time with like Steelheart's like band, it's like, okay, I should probably play 40K for a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it looks fun. About the same level of fun probably as Game of Blood Bowl is,
Yeah.
Like nice little break. Plus you're playing against people, from what I understand, all over the world. Yeah. So it's
hopefully not too far,
and not the computer.
Yeah.
So
kind of more along this kinds of socially responsible gaming, I guess we can call it.
Is that what this segment is?
It's what's kind of morphed into. It's fine. It's good. Right. It's good times.
But let me just tell you, I am really jonesing for some non-socially responsible gaming.
Like Saw?
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
No. I really want to play a game of 40K in person. Like, I'm really jonesing for it.
Yeah. So, like, as we see parts of the world, parts of the country start to open up, and we do see that the gaming stores are opening up, gaming spaces are opening up.
Kind of. Most of them aren't actually, like, the gaming spaces themselves are not opening up.
I believe they will be at this point here pretty soon.
Yeah.
What are, like, there's so many things that I think we need to do to make it a safe way to actually play, right?
Yeah. No, 100%. I don't know what, though, because I don't think I can play a game where I'm wearing a mask the whole time and also gloves, and it just...
Oh, you don't need gloves. It just be the mask. But I was thinking about it today.
40K players, I want the gloves.
It's fair. But no, I was thinking about it today on the way home, and it's like, how would you do it like more socially responsible? But it's like most of the time, you're 5 to 6 feet away from your opponent. I don't know about you guys, but you all better not touch my dice. So
yeah,
that's why I want the gloves.
So you can touch my dice.
Danny's genuinely tilted by that thought. Anytime he sees Dave coming towards him with gloves, he's gonna be like,
just the rubber glove snap.
"Fuck you." I think like 40K is one of the more responsible games to play socially.
Yeah.
The problem's going to be is like I don't think tournaments are a good idea.
No, I don't as well, because you have to rely on everybody else that's going to be there, that they have been following all the rules up until this point. And I'll be honest,
right.
I don't trust them.
Shit, I don't trust half of my opponents to know their codex.
Yeah. Or to take a shower.
That's only a third of my opponents.
Oh.
I rank them all like a pie chart in different categories.
A Venn diagram?
A Venn diagram, yeah. People who respect social distancing.
There's some intersections that are just bad news bears.
There's some interactions that just can't be ignored.
John, I drew to play against Bob Smith. Can I check your Venn diagram? Nope. I can see.
I'll just show you a chart, which is a Venn diagram of times Dave annoys me. And then time Dave asks to see my Venn diagrams.
It's just two.
And right in the center of that circle is going to be like right now.
But yeah, I don't know that tournaments should be done. I mean, I think it's opening up too much. Even if most places right now have like a 10 or less gathering rule in place.
Yep.
So that means you can do RTTs, which kind of scratches your itch, but only if you trust the people you're playing against. And then what happens to the 11th guy who's like, haha, I'm here to
Get fucked. I should have supported your local store sooner.
Yeah, should have signed up as soon as that went up.
Just like wait a month and let's see what happens.
So the rest of them will be dead. Like that first round of RTTs they'll be gone.
Yeah. No.
Well, I mean, yeah, then you'll have a better chance of winning something, Dave.
Oh, are you going to the first round?
Oh no.
Well, then I still don't.
Oh.
So that's the attitude.
Wait, are you not showing up at this fictitious RTT that I'm going to?
No, that's just very defeatist, Dave.
Yeah, much disappointed in you.
I don't even remember how to play 40K at this point. I'm going to need to start over.
Shit, I didn't know to start.
I was going to say, when did you learn?
I learned it by watching you, Daddy.
Playing one third of your games at events doesn't really show like.
Dude, I only played 100% of my games at events. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he dropped the other one, so he didn't play that. So heart of the cards.
Yeah.
His event was only 2 rounds out of the 6.
That's all I need. Or you talking about the Iron Man? Yeah, fuck that.
Oh wait, no, you did do. Oh yeah, you dropped the second round of the Iron Man too.
I dropped for game 3.
Oh, game 3.
Yeah.
You said my strategy for winning by timing my opponent out by running knights was a bad idea.
I went 1-1. That's a 500 percentage. I'm good. That's a winner. That is the definition of not good. If I've got look, I'm just saying. If I'm batting 500, I'm making it to the All-Star game. That's all I'm saying.
I want you to go up to the tournament winner, tap him on the shoulder, and be like, "Hey, just FYI, if this was baseball, they'd be fucking blowing me right now."
Remind me to do that next year's LVO.
Oh, and then people are like, "Who watches baseball?"
What's baseball?
Well, nobody right now.
Hey, we start.
Here's a suggestion for some socially responsible gaming.
Okay.
You can just play like gunline lists, so you don't have to like move over the table to get closer to your opponent.
Yeah, but you can't win anymore with the new ITC rules because they hate gunlines.
Big brain here, wrinkly brain. We petitioned the ITC to change their mission so gunlines are a thing because that's the socially responsible thing to do.
Right. Yeah. Please make gunlines viable so that I can socially distance myself from my opponent 6 feet across the table.
Your primary objective is you get 4 points for every unit in your deployment zone to a maximum of 4 after turn 1.
That's pretty funny.
Oh man, what are some other socially like just 3 objectives in each deployment zone?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sounds like the worst game ever. Oh, also, people listening to old Moprils episodes. There was jokes about croupier gaming.
Oh, did I miss that? Where was that at?
On the web somewhere. I forget.
Okay.
But yeah, there's mention of using croupiers to push stuff around. I'm like, we were supposed to do that until I forgot.
Until Dave stole the croupiers to get them replaced with real ones, and that never panned out. So,
nope.
Right.
Somebody stole your.
Oh
pipe.
yeah. Speaking of croupiers being made, I got a dice bag commissioned.
Oh,
we're going back to the first segment.
I'm really confused as how you're going to tie in. Speaking of croupiers into like any conversation.
I knew he could do
Well,
it.
wasn't the guy making the dice bags the guy making the croupiers?
Yeah, same
Or
guy.
was Dave making the
Was
croupiers?
it?
Same guy.
Okay.
Oh man.
Well,
maybe-
shit gets real, man.
Hell yeah. Times are tough. You got to start making croupiers to support your family.
Right.
And I would.
Support-
We got to let Trevor know so that he can get on that. Just think about it. He'd be making mint right now.
Heck yes. But yeah, you got a custom dice bag. What did you get? Just have like a
I got
giant.
an Iron Hands dice bag.
Oh, I was like just the little 90s S right in the center of it there.
The old Stussy
Yeah,
symbol.
they have the Stussy symbol just in the center of your dice bag.
Anybody listening right now knows how to draw that and probably just started.
it's just reflex
In my
at this
mind, I
point.
was.
Yeah.
Fred is sleeping on me right now, so I can't really move anywhere.
No, that's fine. He earned his place.
That's a shame.
We started a meme tier for our Patreon this month. It was $97.25, and we would outsource another coaching service to coach you, which meant that's us a profit of 25 cents. Man, it was a great joke until someone subscribed to that tier.
Hey, can I just say for a minute that first off, amazing that somebody subscribed to that tier, and second off, where was the $97 before when you were at $1? I'm just saying.
Yeah, you had months to do this.
Oh man!
But no, if the fool by this point will already been debited the money, and if he has, we will send him like $100 worth of stuff along with a note saying, "Please unsubscribe." I don't want to take down. I don't want to take down the meme. I also don't want to charge you.
At least it's
we can't maintain this level of snark.
He's gonna unsub, and somebody else will sub.
What I thought was great is currently with our one coaching service subscriber, we are tied for several other Patreon coaching services for membership,
and we are revenue. Still, and we're giving out better.
And ironically, advice. We do more because I used Art of War as our basis for it, so it's like $100. Oh. Man, so, yeah, unsubscribe immediately.
Because we can't do what Art of War does, which is because we're not all living in the same house like those coaches from that.
The Fuck Shack, I believe, is the official term for it.
It might be. I mean, that's
only if your name is Big Tits Whitney.
Is it? I thought it was Whitney Big Tits.
Whitney Big Tits. For those of you who are unaware, during an Art of War stream. Those guys are going to get us in trouble or 40K in trouble because during a 40K stream. A professional gaming stream presented by Obey Alliance, who are getting into 40K. One of the members of Art of War, who was using their phone as a camera, received a message, so the notification showed up on the screen. The name of the message was Whitney Big Tits, which is a great look, which is only made better by the fact that during a streamed game last week, I think, one of the players referred to, "Hey, I'm going to shoot at those homos over there."
Yeah, and the thing is, the player that actually said it is like one of the nicest guys in 40K.
Yeah, and you heard him whisper, "Oh, sorry." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, this is a professional 40K stream, and you're pushing about the whole professional thing. In the space of a week, we have misogyny and like a homophobia."
Welcome to 40K.
Yeah, need to go for the soy groups there.
Dude, the sorry was
between that and the Tinder match that popped up, right?
Oh yeah, Tinder match popped up and another one. This is professional 40K. By that standard, this is a professional 40K podcast.
This is peak professional 40K. You might not like the way it looks.
Very big brain. What feedback do you have about my YouTube channel? Well, none of your battle reports have Tinder notifications.
Oh man, please everybody go to Phil's next video.
No, Phil. Can't do Phil.
No, it'll only work for Phil. It won't work. Other people will just get mad. Phil will be like, "This is so confusing," and then go listen to one of our episodes and be like, "Those sons of bitches."
Phil won't listen. What, did we take away his access to actual entertainment?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel really bad for Phil because he records a month out and he's out of videos, and so he's doing videos because he needs to, because you still want to create content.
But let me tell you, man, he is making like chicken salad out of chicken shit with some great content.
He is. I don't agree with a lot of it, but like his choices on books. But I mean, it's still entertaining to listen to.
Hey, he wrote an article.
Did he do a top 5 anime betrayals?
What? I think he might.
Yeah, I think he did.
That'd be a really good video for us to post, and just like random out of left field, just top 5 genuine anime betrayals, and we can start talking about
talking about anime.
Yeah,
Luther versus the Lion.
Oh.
It's not
No, anime, not 40K.
Oh, just anime?
Just anime. Let's start posting anime reviews.
That's our $98
We're out of
tier.
content. Sorry, guys.
Dude, it's all good. We're saying we're running out of content. I had structure, and I'm just letting this show go. We're just gonna.
We are actually not running out of content.
Sadly enough, just the 40K shitcast or shit shit.
Sadly enough.
Sadly enough,
yeah, we're good.
40K shitcasting, which I think we want to be pioneers of. I believe we're pioneers.
We've been pioneers for 130
of the shitcasting for 4 years now. We will never run out of content because we just sit and talk shit.
Oh.
And me and Dave made a living out of talking about 40K without actually playing for like 2 years before any of this happened. So
that's only an eighth of an accuracy.
Well, White Claw down. The wind picked up.
Son of a bitch. So let's take a break, John, and we'll come back with our Wrath and Glory stuff, right?
Ooh.
I'm excited.
Yay.
Shit, let me press. I can, yeah.
Oh my God.
You've mastered the art of the Stanley. You've downloaded the ITC Battles app. You've loaded your dice to guarantee your charge. Now perfect your game with Mob Rules measuring accessories. Made of the finest acrylic and carrying the skill of the Danny, the tactics of the Dave, and something positive about John. Get yours now at hammerheadgames.net.
And we're back with more of a guided segment this time than the ramble that I just let happen before.
Yes.
Dave, we are embarking on a Wrath and Glory campaign to celebrate the release of the second edition of the game.
Yes.
Also to create some content, have some fun. So tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Well, I have offered to lead you through the world that is Wrath and Glory as your game master.
I thought I'd play into what you're saying
and
not just kind of make fun of you.
Yeah, it worked. Thanks. No, so
I
Sweet, we're gonna get that Art of War money now.
I'm gonna take off my wizard hat.
Oh, thank you.
Would you believe, motherfucker? Here, full KKK ropes. Like a clan
He's not
member.
a normal wizard. He's a grand wizard.
Klansman in my backyard. It was real awkward. I got a black dog.
Hey, you said we could only say you didn't like America. You didn't say that we could say that you were racist.
And no one loves America more than racists.
Oh, man.
What is happening?
Okay. So role-playing games, Warhammer.
Role-playing games. So one of the things that we figured out that you could do based off of Danny playing in a Dark Heresy campaign was that you could have RPGs to keep yourself socially distanced, because you can do it over Skype and you can do it over Zoom or whatever it is.
Fucking nerd.
Yep, exactly. So to that effect, we're going to do Wrath and Glory Part 2, which I'm going to flip through my giant binder of rules here and find where the hell that Gilead system is. So Wrath and Glory takes place in the Gilead system after the Great Rift. Okay, it is an amazingly written lore supplement for this section that does not exist at all.
So is this in the Imperium Nihilus or Imperium Classicus?
Imperium Nihilus.
Like new Coke.
There's Imperium and Imperium Classic.
I think it's closer to like a Crystal Pepsi than New Coke, Danny.
Ooh.
No, that's
the
Cadia
warp.
because
I thought that was the warp.
no, Crystal Pepsi is Cadia because they don't exist anymore.
Yeah. Well, you can still get them occasionally.
Ba-dum-ts.
Because it broke before the demand for it did.
Crystal Pepsi broke before the flavor did.
Smart guy.
Yeah, there you go.
So the Gilead system is a group of planets that have been.
Wait, isn't that the name of America in A Handmaid's
that's
Tale?
Iliad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
They've stood for millennium as a beacon of imperial order located in the Coreward region near the border of the Segmentum Solar and Segmentum Obscurus. So, if you know where that is already, nerd.
Yeah, fucking nerd.
Fucking big nerd alert.
So it's
Knowing where a planet is in a fake galaxy map.
a whole system in the fake galaxy.
The map is real. The information on it is fake.
How's the map real?
Because it's a real map, just not of a real place.
I'm sorry, wait. No, the Eye of Terror is not real, John.
We don't know that. Think about how far away it is.
Excuse
Danny.
you. Eye of Terror doesn't exist anymore. You just have like the anal gape that is the Cicatrix maledictum.
It used to be the Eye of Terror, and
When
now
the universe
now it's the prolapsed anus of horror.
It's a warp fissure.
when
Like we can all like an anal fissure, but
when the galaxy was young, there was the Eye of Terror. Now it's had a few experiences, and now it's a Cicatrix maledictum.
fucking prolapse of the 6-6 maledictum.
Prolapse of the warp. This is fucking gold today, boys.
Yeah, Jesus.
Listen to with headphones and
now
warp.
we call it Rosebud.
Make sure you mark this one XXX, John. I
Triple
think
X,
that's,
yeah.
yeah, we definitely want
I will
want the kids
continue to
listening
mark
that.
this iTunes as mature.
I will continue to do exactly what I've always done
Before we said things like
with no change.
cunt,
Yeah.
fuck, shit,
Yeah, we haven't really said any of those things in a long time.
prolapsed anus,
That we've said, I think, a lot.
gene forged taint, other things I put in there.
Wasn't it Gene Forge Sack?
I mean, you can gene forge many things.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Gene Ford, your mom.
The
That's how you got your little brother.
What does that even mean?
you know, you have like the iron hands where they cut off their hand and it's replaced with a metal hand. You have like the iron foreskins where they cut off the foreskin, but then they replace it with metal.
It's a Jewish chapter?
Yeah. It's just a little hat for your dick.
You've gone through the trials as a scout. You've lived through the Rubicon Primaris.
Now we're going to cut off just the tip of your dick skin. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
It's much cleaner. It's much cleaner. And it looks a little bigger.
Sisters of Battle will be all over you after this.
So the Gilead system.
Okay, so the basic premise is that a rogue trader finds the Gilead system by discovering a route through the prolapsed anal of horror from Imperium Primus to Imperium Nihilus, and that's where you start off with. There's three main worlds of Avacrus. It's a forge world.
It's pronounced avocado.
I don't think so.
No, it's not pronounced avocado.
Oh, sorry, avocado.
That's it.
Avocado.
I think my favorite part of this, because these are called, the three of these are called the heart worlds, basically what makes up the only living population in this particular area. My favorite is that it lists the tithe grade of the planet as Adeptus Nil, no longer capable of paying Terra's due, because it can't get through the warp. You've got Netherus, which is a death world.
Okay, so we have a forge world, a death world.
Yep.
Kind of death world. Are we like extreme heat? Are we like living in Predator jungle time? Is it like the Thing
volcano.
ice world?
It's all volcano.
Oh, Dante's Peak.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, Dante's Peak. And then there's Ostia.
I hate disaster movies.
This is so
The-
it was like
the day
rock
after
skyscraper
tomorrow.
Oh, can we not? Let's stop talking about this. I'm just going to get mad.
All right. So Ostia the Agri World.
That's not even how wind works.
Stop.
Okay. We have our Volcano Death World.
Right.
Or Forge World.
We have our Agri
We have
World.
Ostia, the Agri World.
Ostia, the Agri World, which I like that they likened it to pre-imperial ancient Terra.
Oh, so it's like medieval peasants and serfs and stuff, right? Or
I think just the climate.
oh, okay.
They're going for climate.
So like a balmy 40, 50 degrees.
There's Enoch, a shrine world. Sub-reference Ocean World.
Okay.
Okay. So that's where Kevin Costner is currently filming.
Waterworld Part
The most
2.
expensive shrine world in the history of shrine world.
And then you've got Gilead Primus, which is another hive world. Approximately 16 billion live on there.
Okay. Is this like people, rats, mutants?
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Muties,
Yeah,
Who knows?
muties.
Who knows? Will your adventure take you there? Who knows?
Thanos people.
Spoiler alert, it's not going to take you there.
Hopefully you know.
Charybdion, another hive
Well,
world.
first of all, it might, Dave. You never know. We could.
What do you want to do in your
there?
What do you want to do in your first turn? We want to get a shuttle to that high world you said we couldn't go to.
You know what? I'm building an open world sandbox here as far as this goes because I'm going to lay out like a.
Dave's open world sandbox. Can I leave the planet? No.
It's I will
John.
adapt to whatever you guys want to do as long as it's not cutting a hole in the spaceship to put in like an air conditioner or whatever the hell.
Okay.
That Ted did that one time. I'll be
Hey,
like,
let's just go ahead and split the party into 3 different planets immediately.
Well, that's socially responsible because that's 3 different adventures Dave has to write. Though I think each of us will find like an entire company of Space Marines waiting to murder us because that's all he could write.
only 2 companies of Space Marines.
Jokes on him. They were Imperial fists. I killed them to a man.
Oh my god,
Dave, you can resist the narrative trends of Black Library.
They've got a Space Hulk floating out there. They've got 2 planets that have actually appeared out of the warp.
Oh.
Volcaris and Trollius.
Wait, I'm sorry, Trollius.
Yeah, that's Trollius. I mean,
Shit, we're going there.
they'd run out of names. I almost had you going there until I read up on it a little bit, and I was like, nah, never mind.
Why can't we go to Trollius?
Oh, you'll die within the minute of landing on the planet.
that's the point of it.
Why?
It trolls you.
Because it trolls you into thinking you can survive.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
it. No, it's like an ice. It's a planet that's just frozen in ice and looked like it was flash frozen in ice. So like everybody looks like they're still running to get under cover and stuff like that. It's kind of terrifying.
Can I loot the statues?
No, because you'll die when you get out of the thing.
Hey, did we get a Mitch?
I don't know. Do you have Mitch on the line?
Hello.
Oh, we do have a Mitch.
All right, so I'll pause with the description of our worlds here to bring in Mitch Pelham, who we asked to join us for this because we didn't know anybody else. So
Because we're so prepared.
Super prepared.
hey, Mitch, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself for our listeners that might not know who you are?
Sure. So I have been playing competitive Warhammer 40K for, like 8
You've been
years
playing
now.
for men?
Jesus. Hold on. No, you guys maybe reflect on it, and I'm questioning life choices. Sorry.
Oh man,
I wasn't expecting this
so
sort of
we just
existential
lost
crisis,
Mitch
but-
as he's now gone off to. He's like, oh
Yeah,
man.
I've been playing competitive Warhammer 40K for a long time. You might know me from Best in Faction, or I judge a lot of tournaments on the West Coast. And yeah, I'm just thrilled to be here. I got to hang out with you guys a lot at LVO this year, and it was a blast. Man,
Yeah, it was.
it's just been nothing but a good time since. And obviously, Danny at Charity Hammer was awesome. So.
Oh yeah, dude, it was the best.
Yeah, we're still looking for that invite for me and John this year, by the way, Mitch.
about
We're having a poll.
Well, considering the possible new location of Charity Hammer, that's
Oh my god, yeah, seriously.
that's entirely possible. We'll see.
I'll just sleep on a raft in that pool, okay?
They'll open it up to the riff raft.
You're gonna have to maneuver it around the trampoline I'll be sleeping on. So
I'll big spoon you, dude. Don't worry about it.
Only the finest of sleeping areas: a trampoline and a mat in a pool.
It's Charity Hammer, not
Honestly,
Waterbed
like,
Hammer.
That's about
Come on.
Charity Hammer par. I feel like that's right
that's
on.
fair.
That's like right where it should be. If it's fancier than that, then like you haven't gotten the Charity Hammer experience.
That's true. If you haven't fallen asleep on a couch and had Mark Perry jump on you,
If you haven't realized exactly how little internet celebrity means because of where you're sleeping, you have not experienced Charity Hammer.
Hey, I heard you're a big YouTuber, so you get the futon.
Is that a blanket? No, that's just Mark. It's fine.
Maybe when you get a platinum play button, you can have a single bed.
Mitch, I have to tell you, I had tentatively written for you to be our opening bumper today, but I couldn't get it to work fast enough. I was gonna have John download that soft Sarah McLachlan song and just have you be like, "Hi."
Oh man, I
Mitch.
love being copyright stroke.
I know, right?
Just-
Right off the bat. Well, you don't make any money from this anyway. It doesn't hurt. Come on. Just have you be like, "Hi, I'm Mitch Pelham, and thanks to Corona, I haven't been able to give out a red card in months. Please
Not
stay."
even yellow. It's tragic, man.
not even
Like,
a yellow card.
I'm starting to just yellow card people in the rules questions part of the Patreon. Just be like, no, that's not no yellow card. You're clearly playing it wrong.
Well, now you saved the Danny meme, so I expect that to be on the back of every red card because
that one. I could talk to Tony. That's possible. Silhouettes can be made.
Awesome.
So, Mitch, we've asked you here to play what I've called Mob Rules Does Dallas. Oh, wait, I mean Wrath and Glory. Plus Mitch.
you guys might be too young to remember, but Debbie Does Dallas was a pornography film from the 70s.
It's art.
Which was what Dave was trying to reference.
Let's be clear. We should all be too young to remember.
No.
Film from the 70s.
That's Dave.
It's
Man.
Now, I understand the cultural significance of the film because I've watched Robot Chicken. I mean, obviously. But
so when you dialed in, Mitch, I was describing the planets. We were talking about the two membrane worlds that appeared out of the warp after the warp moved over and cut everything off. Trolleus and Volcaris.
Yeah, Trolleus is like flash frozen for looting, so you can just go in because everyone's frozen in place and you can steal away. You don't even have to make any checks.
Yeah, it's like Pompeii. You just replace ash with
I was
ice.
about to make a Pompeii. You just stole my thunder.
But it's totally different because it's ice instead of lava.
Yeah, it's totally different. But Volcaris is a chaos
Yeah, things
planet.
are more brittle.
Yeah, it's your planet, John. It is
Volcaris?
yeah, it's Grandfather Nurgle, and they've got Death Guard on it.
Oh, they do? Those slimy bastards.
Yeah, I didn't figure I'd send you there for your first mission, although I wanted to.
Yeah, let's send a bunch of level 1s to a Death Guard fortified demon world. That can only...
In the name of the Emperor. I mean,
Danny's
are
getting.
you not?
I think Mitch said he was bringing a flamethrower, so he's probably good.
Dave was like, I want to run a Wrath and Glory campaign. And then he reads the rule book. He's like, oh, shit, this is a lot of rules. Let's just make it a death world with like 2 legions worth of Death Guard on there.
All right, you have to go.
And episode 1. Well, that was good, guys. Who's GMing the next one? Yeah.
Oh,
That was hard.
I should warn you, I'm kind of a killer DM.
Well,
Actually.
this all came about because, Dave, you were like, oh, Wrath and Glory launched a 2nd edition. And I was like, oh, cool. I bought it when it first came out and it's still sitting in the cellophane.
Well, that was the whole reason I mentioned it to you, was because I knew you'd bought it when it first came out, and we never took it out of the plastic to play, even though we talked about it.
Right. And then I was like, oh, man, well, we can see we can buy the 2nd edition. And they're like, no, you get it for free. This is why I'm talking to you.
This is the cleaned up edition, John, that fixes all
You're
the
a means
mistakes.
to an end, John.
See, that's the kind of subtle manipulation I really respect and expect from this podcast.
No, man, tell me about it. It's fantastic.
All right,
but yeah.
To be fair, this whole thing stems from my jealousy at not being asked to play in the campaign that they played.
Dave is
and the other famous people.
Dave is the chapter master of the FOMO Legion. FOMO, of course, standing for fear of missing out.
I I was like, that sounds like so much fun. I'd
You
love
know
to
what?
play.
Actually, the FOMO Legion has a really cool Legion buff. They get to reroll the ones of the shots they never took. So it's pretty cool.
Oh man, fantastic!
All right.
Oh,
So I've kind of started out laying out my ideas. I've actually got an outline laid out that you guys haven't seen yet. But one of the things that this book has you do is create a framework, and I did not want to. That's supposed to be done by the players in theory, and I didn't want that to happen because I wanted to be able to pseudo control this.
sure.
So I took and changed some of the classes that were in there just slightly to modify them to fit a narrative, if you will, that you guys can, but a narrative that works together. Because like the first tier 1 is like a sister, a hospitaler, and then an imperial priest, an imperial guard, an imperial inquisitorial acolyte, a ganger, an orc boy, and an Eldari.
If people know anything about me after 131 episodes, it's that I love people who speak in orc talk. Can I be an orc?
I said no right away.
Oh, dang it to heck.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's
guess I'll
close
have to scrap this character then. Guys, I'll be back. Let me mute for a bit.
Well, Mitch dropped off somehow.
I think one of my favorite Warhammer memories to jump in is it was a team tournament like 5-6 years ago when I got back into 40K when it was 6th edition. And it was me and the guy who got me back in, Andy, playing against Danny and it was probably Kurt or like, so someone was your partner. Oh, was it Ethan? Yeah, no. It was actually this guy Ethan, this guy Matt. We're both playing orcs. And like we were playing and then I just saw like Ethan look at Matt and be like, hey, should we just yell out wah? And Matt's just like, no. Like, oh, okay. Okay, it was like the most subdued orc charge phase there's ever been.
It was a passive-aggressive charge phase.
So we've got, I've laid out 4 characters for you guys to choose from.
Perfect.
I didn't want to allow you to.
Can I be an Eldari Ranger?
No.
Damn.
Because the number one thing I hate the most of is when people talk in Eldari voices. So you hate orcs, I hate Eldari.
It's fair. It's fair.
And
also, I would refuse to speak Gothic, so we wouldn't actually be able to have an adventure.
I would send you and your wave serpent off to the death world.
Yeah, Mitch. Dave's little Galaxor, the system he's putting us in, has like a garbage disposal world where we just go when he's done with us.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just practical.
Yeah. Just, here's a new character sheet for you.
Can I be a ratling?
You know what? If Rattling was an option, I would have allowed it because I think a Rattling would
I
fit.
believe I have a character sheet for a Rattling from the first edition extra stuff.
I think it was in there, but it's not listed in the tiers that you can have now. So we've got Imperial Guard, which is supposed to be Astra Militarum. So we've replaced that with Inquisition because I feel the best way to get the true feel for this game is to have like a true cohesive unit. Also, I recently just read an inquisitorial novel that had a bunch of people that fit these styles.
Oh, wonderful. So this is Vaults of Terra part Dave.
This isn't Vaults of Terra. This is Vaults of...
Safes of Earth.
This is Vaults of Ostia. So you have the Imperial Guard, and he's finished his service or been conscripted. Your call. You make up your own backstory however you want as to have him fit into this
I love
inquisitorial
your, I love your
retinue.
GM. We have a guardsman. Make him fit in. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Hey man,
I don't
you tell
care.
me. You don't make me create your character for you. You know what? I want to hear the backstory. I want to know how many brothers and sisters he lost. When
I'm not here to
fell.
do the heavy lifting for you.
I'm not here to bore you with
Roll
words.
those dice, calculate those stats. I want
I'm
a
in-
backstory.
I'm in it
in
for the
iambic
stats.
pentameter.
Fuck the narrative. I'm here for math.
So we got that. We have an inquisitorial acolyte. It doesn't change other than the fact that the Ordo Obsoletus is actually the Ordo you're following. An inquisitorial sage, same thing. And then I wanted to throw in something fun that maybe I figured John would take. So I took Ganger, which replaces Scum with Inquisition. So he's a former Ganger, kind of a information broker, who has joined up with the Inquisitor and become part of his retinue.
But
So-
just when you
Star
thought,
Wars character in 40K.
Exactly.
I'm joking.
but just when you thought I would go left, I swerve right.
Yeah, and I actually don't know what character you have yet, so I don't know if you went left or swerved right at this point. You're still just
Well,
you haven't even left the starting line yet.
There's some swerving going on still.
Gross. All right, so the framework I laid out for you was Lord Inquisitor Tower is he's a kind of a rising star in the Order of Obsoletus, which is not really a good thing because the Ordo kind of exists.
Question: does the
below the
41st Millennium have like a Time magazine? And would there be a Person of the Year?
Well,
And on that
I don't wanna
hypothetical magazine, would this Inquisitor be a shortlist front runner for that cover?
Oh no, he'd be on the cover if that
Oh
existed.
shit! Okay, he's
Yeah.
big. He's big cheese.
He's
I
growing
feel like
big really
it's
fast.
more of like a High Lords of Terra editorial, like most powerful people you don't know, like editorial. Like that's really where you're gonna find this guy. It sounds like
That's
The
actually-
Imperial-
but he's not known because he doesn't want to be.
It's starting to sound like a really bad Spiky Bits article.
Wait, there's good ones.
Yeah,
No, I
I
mean like a really bad
yeah,
one.
I was gonna ask exactly.
Yeah, I think there's good ones. Didn't they once link one of our Danny's hot takes? That was a good article.
Yeah, but then you guys wouldn't let me make the changes I wanted to make to the video.
That's true.
So Mitch, they embedded one of our YouTube videos in an article and took pictures and transcribed. You know, the traditional Spiky Bits way. So like I have like obviously with YouTube you have several options. One of them is to turn off embedding so it would go away. What I wanted to do was turn the title card for the video into just a sentence that says "fuck you, Spiky Bits." But apparently that was too passive aggressive.
It was very passive
How
aggressive.
is that passive aggressive? That's very directly confrontational.
Oh, Mitch,
Like your
you're
name
gonna
is someone.
love playing with John, Mitch. All right, so he's a rising Inquisitor, and a recent miracle has drawn the notice of the Order of Obsoletus. 2 Terran months prior, a long-dead stretch of land on the Agar world Ostia has suddenly sprung to life with crops, and given that Ostia is the only planet supplying the whole Gilead system with food, it was hailed as a huge blessing from the Emperor. And while Inquisitor Tower is currently embroiled in hunting down rumors of the presence of scrap code infesting isolated systems on Avarkus, he sends you guys his basic his initiates who are he thinks it's something you guys can handle. So he's sending you off to figure out what this miracle is and deal with it. Interrogate if you have to anybody that is pretending to be anything, or just figure it out. I mean, maybe it's just the Emperor in a field of wheat. Like a picture of Jesus in bread.
Like there's just a corpse in the middle of the field.
It's instead of
Well,
crops.
I feel like
Going
you
to the
definitely destroy that planet. Like, yeah, you're like, nope, that's bad. That's a bad sign.
So how did your Wrath and Glory campaign go, Dave? Well, we virus bombed all of the major 3 worlds.
So let me tell you, there was a 40K narrative campaign me and my friends did like 5-6 years ago. And Joe, God bless Joe, he was like, we're split into Imperial side and Chaos side. And they were like, Imperial team, what do you want to do first? Because there's like some narrative to it there. And I was just like, I declare exterminatus on the world and we destroy it. And he didn't let me. And I'm very sad because if there was such a big chaos infestation, that's the first thing you would do.
That's true.
Yeah. It's very not cash money of him.
So I've laid out the world for our listeners. And now I kind of want to hear a little bit about where you guys are at for your characters.
Oh, man. Well, Danny looked at a character sheet so far. So what have you got, Danny?
Have you not looked at a character sheet yet?
No, he has.
Oh. All right. So
Never
my
mind.
character, I
Do you
decided
have a
that I was
character
going to
sheet?
play.
They're in my truck.
I was going to play an inquisitorial sage. So I figured I'd kind of be like not necessarily a data broker, but my character was a former
Miss America.
oncology analyst. So like he analyzed like Medicaid records on the main hive world there. What is it? It's Gilead Primus, right?
The main hive world is Arcus. Of Arcus.
Oh, Arcus. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah.
I came up with a name. His name is Tobias Fonfuke.
How do you spell that?
Oh, dude, come on. This is for the profession being an analrapist.
Oh, I get it now.
By the way,
That's fun.
I feel like that is the kind of good fit for a campaign. Like we are on point here. This works, but seriously, yeah. Has he blued himself many times, or just the one?
Well, let's hope there's no shower scenes.
Oh man, yeah, no, I think we might be fine. Anyway, so he has some cybernetic alterations to his brain to help him to better able to process information.
Are they hair plates?
For the Inquisitor. His whole character theme is being able to, or like the reason the Inquisition has picked him to become an agent is because he's able to make connections that other people are unable to.
All right, I'm liking
he's
it.
A smart guy.
Now,
he's a smart guy.
For those that, we've got a chat going where we've been talking about this stuff. When Danny asked about Augmentics, I hadn't really studied that part of the book yet, and I was like, let me take a look. All right, seems fine. And the way you build your character is by spending your XP that you earn, and when you start a new character, you start off with 100 XP, and then you have to build everything. And my first thought was, I don't see how much it costs for Augmentics. Damn it, did I just agree to let Danny game the system? He's now got 2 bionic arms, bionic legs.
Fuck yeah, robot body.
He's got some fucking kick pants, legs, like want to fly around and punch people with my fists of fury.
I just was like, oh shit, because that's what I would have done if I was a player playing and figured that out. But no.
But if you have like a level 100 arm, like robot arm, and a level 1 body, like your tendons can't take that shit. It would just like you flex your arm once, it rips right off.
You would just need 2. You'd need 2 arms, and then you would just be One Punch Danny or whatever he would call himself.
What?
One Punch Man.
It was a joke based off of the popular anime One Punch Man,
yeah.
Though I believe he should really be referring to One Punch Man's sidekick.
Well, I mean, yeah, but if Danny's got a level 100 arm, he's just punching stuff to death.
It's fair.
He just walks into a bar. Hey, I need some information. Blows one dude up with a fist, and then everybody else is suddenly spilling their guts. I mean, that's a solid.
Is that going to make our list of? Does that anime have any good betrayals? I'm just trying to source some material for our next article.
Perfect.
The top 5 anime betrayals by mob rules.
The next thing we submit to Warhammer community
I'm so
is
confused.
Oh, just listen to the beginning part of the episode later, Mitch. You'll be fine.
Okay, great. Yeah, that'll help a week from now. Actually, when does this go out?
Saturday.
Cool.
Or
right on.
Today, if we're being professional about it. It released today.
Yeah.
This day that it is releasing on.
It's the day.
Yep. So that's Danny. He's running an Inquisitorial Sage. Mitch, what do you got so far that you're liking?
Well, I was worried that my character might be silly, but now I don't have a name yet. So when I play a new RPG system, I tend to not go in with too many fine details, just because I find that I'll get a feel for the system and then kind of decide what I want to do with the character a little bit.
Right.
I did give the book a once over, and so I believe I'm leaning towards an inquisitorial acolyte. I'm thinking chainswords and fire of some sort. That just sounds fun to me.
That's cool.
So yeah, something to that effect. I have to look at exactly how the XP spend is going to work out for how the fire is going to happen, whether it's going to be psychic or a flamer, but we're going to figure it out.
Nice.
Maybe a psychic flamer.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like me. But no, I'm thinking someone very not particularly tall, but very gruff and kind of a very a grimdark version of the guy from Office Space who set the building on fire.
Nice.
We're gonna keep moving.
Inquisitorial authority.
So John's gonna keep moving your stapler.
Yeah, we're gonna keep moving your cabin to the end of the ship.
I'll like toss a stapler at the enemies in the enemy direction or whatever your favorite object is.
It's not going to be a stapler, guys. Well, it'll be something else, but it'll be equally petty and awful.
Space stapler.
Yeah, I accept it.
They told me I could listen to my reports at an appropriate volume between the hours of 9 and 12.
The Inquisitor's curious.
I mean,
the Inquisitor's just bringing in. He's bringing in a couple guys to evaluate his team, and they're like, "Don't worry about it. We fixed the glitch."
We gave him a flamer.
Your retinue. Oh man!
See how that goes.
Yeah, right.
He set a building on fire in the 90s. This is the year 40,000.
John.
Yeah.
Given what you've read it and you've studied it, are you
Sure.
leaning towards a particular character type?
Definitely not looking at the notes right now. No, I did. Like we made mention, like if we were going to go like tier 2, or like I was really interested in playing like a rogue trader who had all the personality of a modern Earth used car salesman. But with kind of the character levels given there, what interested me is the Imperial Guardsman. And just kind of the standard guardsman. And when Dave, you filled me in on the plot that it would be like a former guardsman who had finished his service and moved into the Inquisition. I decided at that point that after the Astra Militarum had fought a demon incursion on a world during the opening of the Great Rift, after the battle that was very narrowly won at great cost, the Inquisitor came along to the squad and spoke to my sergeant who was beside me. And I was like, you fought hard. You can either fight for me in the Inquisition, or you may be released from your service. And the sergeant asked to be released from his service, and he was shot in the face. So then when he moved to the next person in line, he was myself. And I said, would you like to fight for the Inquisition, or would you like to be released for your service? Obviously, being a bit of a quick thinker, I said I wanted to fight for the Inquisition.
Smart.
So that's what got me into the service there. Obviously messed up a little bit from demon incursion and kind of fighting horrors and things like that. But I will say my character name is Holden Oates.
Neat.
So,
Hell yeah!
I feel undue pressure right now when it comes to naming my character.
Yeah. So yeah, we have.
So this Imperial Guardsman is going to rise to the rank of chapter master. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
So yeah. Hold notes. He's just trying not to die. That's his main thing right now. So there's a little bit of cowardice, a little bit of hiding and finding cover and then looking out, but also kind of being the common man.
That's that's kind of what I figured. Like you're going to end up. You have to build your own narrative and your own story as to how you got where you are right now. I know.
I did that right there. I just told you.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate.
Are you even listening to me right now?
I'm actually unclear.
He muted my headphones. I can't hear anything. I like that.
I keep my dead sergeant's last pistol with me at all times to remind me of why I'm here.
Do. Clearly, you have not looked at how much a last pistol costs.
It's decorative purely. It doesn't work.
No, well, that's even more expensive.
Oh shit!
That's like 60 XP you just signed on.
Goddamn imperial inflation.
Your stats are gonna suck.
Hells yes.
Well, I mean, with the new Nurgle pandemics, market's tanking. The Imperial credit, it's not going as far as you thought. The Royal, no. Oh man, it's rough.
No, I'm
it's
just gonna.
Rough, man. Typhus is a bitch.
It's gonna go the old classic route of putting all of my XP and points into charisma. I'm just talking my way out of shit.
I'm really excited to set this up and do this with you guys. Either in together. Well, obviously Mitch isn't going to fly up for this. Although
we can't afford to fly Mitch up for this. That's ridiculous.
Maybe if more people subscribe to the 97.25 tier.
Please do not subscribe to that tier. That is a meme tier. Jesus Christ.
Do it. No. Yes, I am aware of what this is, and yes, you should.
Oh,
Make them
no.
have to pay someone else to educate you.
So I think I decided,
just for the sheer inconvenience it will be for them. That's the gift you're getting, really.
So I talked to the guy because it was on our Discord, and I'm like, hey man, don't subscribe to the main tier. It's like, nope, you put it there and do it. So like, I think we're just gonna get like $100 gift bag of random shit to send to him with a nice note that says, please fucking unsubscribe so I can have my meme tier.
No, wait. We should buy $100 worth of eBay Necrons and send it to him because he's busy doing that Necron stuff. But it's got to be really bad Necrons.
Just obelisks everywhere.
Just tons
You're
of
talking
obelisks.
about eBay Necrons. That's what they are. They're really bad.
Just terrible paint jobs and send it to him. That's what the tier is for.
Like, you didn't know that silver, black, and green could be screwed up that bad, but there it is.
eBay.
So, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm hoping that we'll be able to route some stuff out here soon and figure out exactly, when we can actually all get together and do this virtually. I honestly, I can't wait. I know that the three of us might actually end up doing it on John's patio, depending on how beautiful it is.
Oh man, it is very nice out tonight.
Yeah, it is really nice.
Yeah, spring and summer in Alaska. I'm jealous.
Yeah, the beautiful thing is when it hits 50 degrees, you're like, shit, heat wave, let's go.
Yeah, no, like that's my kind of heat wave. I lived up at like 4,500 feet. I get it. Like,
yeah, so
it's great.
Well, the three of you guys, give me those characters.
We're going to finish those character sheets, fill out a party sheet.
So I can point out what's wrong, because literally all I've done at this point is memorize how to make a character.
Shouldn't you be making an adventure?
It's all in my head.
We should be making characters.
It's all in my head. Well, I figured I better learn how to actually make a character in case I needed to help somebody along make a character.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like he's actually. Let's not criticize the guy who's going to have the largest time commitment here. Well, good job, guys. Yeah, you go.
I got to give credit to the guys at what is it, Fantasy Flight? Not Fantasy Flight.
No, it is.
Nope. This is well, you know what? To Fantasy Flight for making the precursor that led to this originally. But the guys that made this, they put a lot of love into the lore and all the fluff stuff that's in this book. It is 300 and some odd pages. It is huge.
Extensive. Yeah.
And worth every penny.
Yes.
So, and hopefully, you guys at home start up your own adventure.
But don't you fucking dare use the name Holden Oates.
Please use the name Holden Oates.
Or Tobias Sunke. Copyright.
No, it's Tobias Von Funke.
Oh, no, that's even worse. I thought you changed more letters.
I'm just going to show him and be like, I'm Gob Acolyte.
Fantastic.
Inquisitor Tao is going to assassinate the whole three of you right off the bat. I can already tell.
Good.
Okay.
I made poor life choices.
I'd like to see him try.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, I'm not one to challenge inquisitorial authority. So it's just him. Just take that one. It's cool.
But I mean, it's really kind of like
there are other partners. Bye, bud.
It's the worst game of chicken where the first conversation of the adventure is the entire party ganging up on your NPC Inquisitor and be like, no, fuck you. What are you going to do? Throw away the pages and pages of lore you've written?
Turns out we were sent by
I promise not to do that. As someone who has been a DM.
As the rising star, Inquisitor Tau is, you guys are actually from the office, the Assassinorium, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Oh shit! I should be a better character than a guardsman if I'm from the Assassinorium.
You're just all.
You're a really good guardsman, man. You've got like a really great stubbly beard. Like your armor has been repaired so many times. It's like a different color, but you've got metal like that you keep in a wooden box, and every time you open up, you like shed a tear for your brothers. You're a really good guardsman.
You have not even come close to the way that John's going to play that character.
I have my father's eyes in a little box.
Because he was the sergeant, and they shot out and hit you in the side of the head when he
died.
Yeah,
that sergeant was my father. But I only found out after he died.
I would watch a 40K Imperial Guardsman style soap opera kind of thing like that, where it's just like dun dun dun.
I'll do you one better.
Oh man,
I would watch.
That'd be great.
I would watch a 40K Guardsman style Korean soap opera. Watch them; they're fucking good. Like it started off as just a joke, but they're really good.
I won't.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the cricket sound. The sun is on my screen. I'm going to say I'm going to edit it in later, and then I won't.
I should have just whipped up
You
my
won't.
camera phone.
You're
and
just gonna
filmed
upload
me
this
that whole time
episode
so that people
immediately.
could see what I was looking at.
Nope, because the computer is in a different room.
So, yeah, that's it for our campaign. Look forward to it never coming to light.
Oh, it'll come to light. It'll come to light at all. Mitch,
God's sake, we need content.
The thumbnail for that will just be me in a straitjacket in a padded room rocking back and forth.
I don't know if it went anything like the Dark Heresy campaign last time.
But you have to keep in mind that following your eventual fall into insanity, that Danny will have a really, really tasteful title for that article. Like, it's great.
That'll be the number one in the 40K, the anime betrayals right there. John, Mitch, and Danny versus
please
Dave.
also remember that Danny is quite accurate that we made not only the DM, but our entire party abandon an adventure based on our actions.
They were so deplorable.
I'm missing context. I feel, but no, I feel like Danny would say something to the effect of like he got it, or
as they're hauling
Title will
me
be
away.
Dave in Wonderland.
Oops. Sorry, John just slapped himself in the face with
myself
the mic.
in my teeth with the microphone. Good times. Good times. Mitch,
it'll
anything?
be Quaaludes and lobotomies 40K in the 21st millennium.
Mitch, anything you want to plug before we let you go into a sensible time?
Sure.
Good. All right. Perfect.
It's either the Saturday this is coming out, or the Saturday right after that. We are doing the 3-year anniversary for the Best in Faction podcast.
Awesome.
Man,
So we're
you guys
doing
have
a
been
live
3
stream
years?
with Colin, Chuck, and I believe this is probably an exclusive because I don't think we've announced it anywhere. And I have no idea if we've secured any of these people. So I'm saying names; they may show up. Well, that just made it worse. But like we took a fan vote for our Patreons of who they'd like to see on of our guests in the past, and it came up the Falcon, Brandon Grant, and I am forgetting someone. I'm gonna feel real bad. Oh, John Lennon.
Oh, cool.
So
Isn't he
hopefully
dead?
we'll be able
So
to
you're
have
just
them
gonna get
all
Yoko?
on at different points. What was that?
Isn't he dead? So you're gonna either commune with the spirits or just get Yoko?
Stop. Thank you.
There you go. It's appropriate sound effects.
I don't know that you actually took a fair and balanced poll. I mean, you didn't even list Danny as one of the fan favorites. So
But he has only been on Charity Hammer.
no, he was on to talk about. He was actually
On the Charity
podcast.
Hammer episode.
Doesn't count.
that's
You.
fair.
That's BiFPod adjacent.
I wish we were.
And if you were to
I
start,
wish we
let me
were
be very
BiFPod
clear.
adjacent.
Let me be very clear. I am very happy to have Danny on any podcast, as well as
Aw.
any of you. We will find subjects that make sense, and let's do it. I'm on board.
You will not.
no, false. Nothing makes sense.
There's no way that John and I will fit on the podcast with you and Chuck and Colin.
I will make sure of it.
Oh no! So here, see,
I
you
only
say
said because
that.
I look just like Chuck.
That's true. But you say that. But here's how you integrate people who are not necessarily an expert in their faction. You bring them on as the people who ask the questions that help people who are learning the faction clarify.
Or Dave
So-
could just speak about Space Marines
So
because
wait.
everyone's an expert in them.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait,
Hey,
I got
we're
this.
Do you have the Space Marines?
Wait, I got this.
Space Marine, Space Marine,
Like,
Space
so
Marine,
Space Marine content is the equivalent of crude oil prices. Like, it's not.
It's
Oof.
No one wants it. We're all tired of it. We're good. Like, we all have to stay home. We don't want to, like, what are we going to do? Buy it and look at it? No.
That's true. So basically, what you're saying is you would have me and John on as the equivalent of the guy, the Clapper from the Netflix movie, The Clapper.
no, I could see you doing it, Dave. I'd say the Mr. Mitch. What do the guardsmen do when you put them in aura range?
Oh man!
Why am I a
If he does
7-year-old
that
in
voice,
this?
I won't be able to take myself. That'll be real weird.
Papa Colin, tell me how Eldar works.
Oh, that's a bridge too far.
Hey, Mitch, tell Colin not to listen to this episode.
I don't think you need to tell. It's just.
It's been great to be on the final episode of Mob Rules. But,
Oh, no. That would not be the final episode of Mob Rules.
I know. No. You guys will go on no matter what.
It would be the final time Danny went to Charity Hammer, though. You know.
Perfect. Yeah.
Anyway,
If you wanted to hear.
So yeah, you guys can find Mitch on the Best in Faction podcast, which is, like the best comp 40K podcast there is out there. If you're really into that, they have a lot of good, solid advice from people who come on and discuss stuff. It's always a good listen, and it's thoroughly enjoyable. So that's Best in Faction, right, Mitch?
Yes, Best in Faction. You can find it wherever podcasts are sold or given away.
Please find it where they're sold.
What I would say is, I need to plug the Patreon, and I'm going to do that by saying this: there are three things you can find on our Patreon, and they're all birds. One is a falcon.
The falcon.
The second is an eagle.
That's true.
And the third is a lot of really weird goose lore.
There is a lot of goose talk.
Oh man.
I was accurate.
Wondering where you were going to go with
And
that.
if you want to know what we mean by weird goose lore, pay $5. Find out.
Yeah, that's cheaper than our $97 tier. Bye.
You're really undercutting them right now. Like, this is great value. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially since they're in our Patreon. You can talk to them there.
Maybe the $97 tier will also include a $5 BiFPod.
Oh, so we got to up the tier to $105.25 or $102.25?
$102.25.
Are you guys creating the loot box equivalent of a podcast Patreon subscription?
Just a random podcast sent to your email.
Hundreds of 40K podcasts. We carefully curate. Actually, this is a commercial. Let's save it.
Damn, that is good.
That is good.
That is good. We'll do that. Well, Mitch, thank you so much for your time. Check them out in BiFPod, both in the Patreon discussion group where you can learn all about geese, ducks, and falcons. Eagles too. Danny, I called you a duck. What the fuck is wrong with me? Danny the Duck McDevitt does have a nice ring to it, though.
You're fucking dead to me is what that is.
Much like ducks treat me. How ironic.
Do you have a single wound? A standard bolt gun? Having trouble maintaining an acceptable Xenos kill count? Only barely over 2 meters tall? Maybe it's time to ask your lieutenant if the Rubicon Primaris is right for you. The Rubicon Primaris is a prescription process that helps you to update that tired look. You may notice an increase in your purging abilities after within 2 to 4 hours. You may experience loss of life, additional organs, and a points increase. Do not take the Rubicon if you plan on fitting into rhinos, drop pods, or other traditional vehicles. The Rubicon Primaris is not intended for second founding chapters. The Rubicon Primaris is for use on genetically enhanced super soldiers over the age of 800 only. You are encouraged to report negative side effects to your company's apothecary. The Rubicon Primaris. Because sometimes plot armor is just not enough.
Man, that was a lot of fun. Well,
I'm looking forward to this.
For coming into this on Wednesday with nothing planned, this has been a really fun couple hours.
You know what? I think that Mob Rules Studio P, John, has a really good chill vibe. It's really nice.
Studio P for life. Kept your seat warm, Daddy. We got a little pillow with your name on it.
I'll be there next time.
Or will you? No, you will. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, unless it's raining, in which case we will be inside.
No, I bought an umbrella for a reason.
200% not big enough.
False. False. It is 11 feet. What else do you guys want to talk about?
Let's. You know what? 2 things.
Okay. Did you need the soapbox music, Dave?
No.
Do you need to...
I don't need the soapbox music. Damn it! I don't need it. I just wanted to say how awesome.
Okay, complain about
Soapbox.
stuff.
All right. I don't have that. So Danny, was that you saying soapbox? Nice. I don't have a soapbox. I want to say how beautiful. God damn it.
Soapbox. Soapbox. Dave Soapbox.
Wow. I wish I had a soapbox now.
Soapbox.
I just want to say how beautiful some of the models that I'm seeing being previewed right now are. The new Carl Weathers Catechin Guardsman.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Dude, there's so many little Easter eggs in that model. It's just a shame no one will ever own him.
Less than no one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
for sure.
some people will.
Maybe it'll be available on eBay for a good price.
Hopefully pro-painted.
Yeah.
No, but that looks amazing. What are some of the other ones that they said one of the made-to-order limited ones recently? This last Saturday was the third preview, right?
Yes. So the third preview last Saturday, 40K wise, they previewed
the Necron.
The beautiful Necron that legitimately almost made me go and buy an entire fucking Necron army.
Yeah, seriously. That guy is sexy.
Danny, is this a redo of an old model?
Yeah.
Like, did he get Primaris-sized?
Yeah. Oh, big time. Like, he's on a 40 millimeter base and he fills that up kind of, but I haven't painted up and ready to go. It's just, man, this new model is fucking amazing.
So good. Holy shit. It's great.
I'm very hyped for new Necrons. If this is how fucking awesome the new models are going to be, I hope that we can get a whole range of stuff like this.
I hope you get flayed ones. If that's an example of one model and what they're doing, flayed ones would just be insane.
Oh my god! Dude.
Go back and listen to episode 96 where we did the Iron General with flayed ones.
Oh, you mean other people? Yeah, go listen to that.
Yeah, not us.
Okay, good.
I made that up. I don't know if it's 96. But we did do Iron General, the flayed ones. And I legitimately would buy a box of flayed ones just to paint.
So expensive, though.
If they were new plastics. That has not been previewed, though. So let's just, not get our hopes too high when that's the only Necron that Necrons get.
Yep. Blackstone Fortress coming to an end.
I mean, does it really ever come to an end?
This is billed as, the final...
the final expansion.
The final expansion.
It's not like you can't still play it.
Cool. How's Warhammer 8th edition doing? Or Fantasy 8th edition.
I don't know.
But that's it. It doesn't.
You got the
sorry, I gave Danny a sad.
They're redoing it and making it into a new game that comes out in a couple of years.
Yeah, probably. You got the new Sister of Battle model they previewed, the one that's from the. It's from like a piece of artwork.
Oh yeah,
right?
with the Harlequin.
No. That's from two ago. That's the Inquisitor. That's with.
Oh no, yeah, it's from the the Sister of Battle Army book cover, right?
Maybe. Yeah. I'm not.
Yeah,
that's right. We got
not this current one, but a different one.
Yeah, previous one. She's got a nice badass scar. She just looks badass. And also at the same time, if you haven't yet, you could still order the Terminator Librarian that looks like somebody doesn't understand any sense of anatomy at all and had never seen a Terminator armor.
I ordered him because I think he looks cool.
Well, I mean, you can't be right all the time, so.
Yeah, here he is being right all the time. He hurt his neck a little bit. Sure, his neck's a little low in there, but also, it's kind of. I like the posing and what he's doing.
Yep, and a quick poll question for you.
Sure.
What percentage of Imperial Space Marine players have now just started a Brazen Drakes chapter to say "F you" to GW?
I'm going to say
4%. 4%.
4 people total. I don't know what percentage of Marine players is that. I'm thinking it's 50 or 60.
I can tell you right now, it's way higher than that.
Hey, there's a brand new Inquisitor coming too.
The Demonifuge, right?
It's Drexus. She's an Inquisitor. She has a shuriken catapult, like a radical.
Oh, right. Yeah,
person.
She's badass.
She's like Codiaz.
Oh, yeah, I think she looks awesome.
She's like Codiaz, but instead of a boy, it's a girl, and instead of an eagle, it's a dragon.
And instead of sucking, it's good. Boom, boom.
But no, it's super cool. And I love the shuriken catapult. It looks like it's been Imperial fight a little bit. I love that there is a purity seal on it because obviously using Xenos tech, it has to be purified.
Surprised the dragon doesn't have a purity seal on it, actually.
It should.
Yeah.
30K had Sal Tarvitz finally getting a model, which I think looks great. Really fits his character.
Better than the lion, in my opinion.
He looks awesome.
He looks awesome. And then really the only other cool thing that I'm probably going to end up getting is going to be one of the giants, the Sons of Behemoth. For
I have no feelings.
You have no feeling in your legs anymore? What, is that what you said?
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm definitely getting one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those guys are just, I mean.
They're huge.
They're massive.
What's that?
The giants are huge.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting one.
Yeah, they're super cool. Cool. Glad we caught up on that.
All right. Sounds like we caught up with Danny. Got it.
Yeah, you broke up a little bit. It's fine. I'll say I'm going to edit, and then I won't edit.
Yeah, we'll get this in post. That's it. That's all I want to talk about, I think. I'm looking forward to our Wrath of Glory campaign.
Yeah.
And me, A, butchering all of the rules, and B, you guys butchering all of the population. So,
well,
good.
Just the young and the needy. But yeah, so let's, if you want to continue the conversation with us, join us on our Mob Rules Discord, available through Patreon. Follow us on YouTube, even though with it kind of shut down right now, we're not really producing anything.
I tried. I couldn't muster the energy to record. Like everything I recorded just sounded like Bob Ross had taken a bunch of downers and just was like trying to tell you to paint really sadly. So
it's just going to be Dave screaming at the screen saying paint, 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 like a motivational video where there is all it's going to be.
It's me as Shia LaBeouf. But what about painting?
Just
paint it.
Oh man, I even have a green screen you can go in front of it. It'll be perfect. But yeah, aside from that, I got nothing to talk about really. So we'll be back in a couple of weeks, hopefully with some new releases as GW starts to open up their stores and get people back to work in there. Hopefully some games played on Tabletop Simulator. Dave, I think we're going to try Shadespire. Even if you don't want to, we'll try some Blood Bowl 2.
That's not on Tabletop Simulator though. That's just out.
That's on a system I can play.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna buy Blood Bowl too.
Oh, nice. Yeah. We'll do some stuff like that. But anyway, from All Bros, I've been John.
I've been Dave.
I've been Danny.
We'll see you next time.